Thank you, Catherine, and I'd like to thank Sinn Féin for sharing their time and compliment them on this motion. Catherine, last October, when the people refused the government's call to abolish the Seanad, here's what the Taoiseach said: "I am up for engaging with leaders in the Dáil and the Seanad, and we will see what is the best way of putting in place a process that will lead to a more effective Seanad." Now, to date, no reform has occurred. The rules are exactly the same as they were, Catherine, and I would argue that the culture has become an awful lot worse. This here is a nomination paper for use by members of the Oireachtas at Seanad by-elections. Here's what it says: "I, the undersigned, being a member of the Oireachtas, declare that the said person is qualified for the said panel by reason of the qualifications hereinafter set forth." The qualifications listed for John McNulty in this case were as follows on the paper: businessman, board member of the Irish Museum of Modern Art. In this case, Catherine, the undersigned member of the Oireachtas is the Taoiseach. These were the Taoiseach's words, and it is the Taoiseach's signature on this page. Now, in another country, a Taoiseach or a Prime Minister or a President or a Chancellor would immediately resign if it was found out that the said person had just been put onto that board. I, as someone voting in this, when the ballot paper came through my door, felt I was being deliberately and cynically misled as a member of the Irish Parliament. But not here. What happens here? What happens here is a message that says it's just business as usual, and 84 members of the Oireachtas still vote for the candidate. No reform here. Pat Leahy said recently that you can judge the sincerity of real political reform in Ireland by whether or not it devolves power and decision-making. Now, Fine Gael, TD Owen Murphy proposed that the whip system be relaxed at times, and the Taoiseach said that this couldn't be done because it would undermine international confidence, because international investors might think that the government could collapse at any time. So let's just think about this. The Taoiseach of the day is stating that elected members of Parliament should not be allowed to think for themselves because foreign investors might stop buying our golf courses. That's why government TDs aren't allowed to think for themselves on any vote. And the only thing the government is talking about reforming in the Seanad is what? The 6 independent senators. What a shock. The bill before the House is very similar, Catherine, to the Seanad Reform Bill proposed by Senators Zappone and Quinn. This would give immigrant Irish citizens the right to vote in its elections. It would require gender balance in the Seanad. It would extend the elections for the university panels. It would allow candidates to appear on the ballot paper as a result of public nomination. It would allow the public, via petition, to put matters before the Seanad for debate. It would give the Seanad powers to scrutinise ministerial appointments to public bodies. This is what reform sounds like. This is what reform looks like. The only question is, has this government any intention or any ability to actually achieve any of that? I think not, Catherine. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.